So today I'm going to talk about 3 or 4 things that we can add to our list, to the list of how to love ourselves to that. Because let's face it, that's our only job. Basically, our only job is to love ourselves to that. Love, that. That's all. And there's only one way, and one way only, and that is love. And, to be honest with you, I grew up reading poetry and philosophy. I grew up learning Farsi with Rumi and reading. There is only one way, one path only, and that's only love. And I could never understand till one day I did. And it might sound cheesy, but it's not. The only thing that matters is love. And how we love ourselves is the first step on living a fulfilled life. And also, how can we love others if we don't love ourselves? How can we accept others to love us if we don't love and respect ourselves? So one on the things on the list that, again, I talk about a lot is morning routine. But I think one thing that a lot of us are not morning people. Some of us are morning people, some of us are evening people, some of us are anytime people. I'll be whatever you need me people. So I don't have any preference, but I think one of the most important steps into loving yourself and getting to know you is to wake up early, and I understand there are, some of you guys have so much to do. And when I say early, I don't mean for example, if you wake up 8 a.m. every morning, I'm not saying wake up at 5. No, you cannot do this. You have to understand this is a step-by-step process, and it's all one step at a time. And all you need to do is to just take the first step. So even if it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes, make the time for yourself. And I know we live by this thing called paradigms, our thinking methods, our thoughts that will always trick us. Oh my God, I have so much to do. I cannot do this. I have to take care of that. But for once, listen to whatever rejection your mind throwing you and just say, okay, thank you for sharing, but I'm going to make this commitment to wake up 15 minutes early every morning. I'm going to make this commitment, okay? And don't force it, set a clock, set an alarm. Try to do it, even if you wake up 2 days out of the 7-day week or 5, let's say Saturday and Sundays, that's your weekend. I'm talking about the other 5 days. Even if you wake up 1 day or 2 days, reward yourself for doing so. And when you wake up early, when you have 15 minutes out, when you carve out 15 minutes, hi Matty, how you doing? Just 15 to 10 minutes of your in the morning. Hi Manira, how you doing? Hi you guys, thank you for joining. So when you take that time and focusing on yourself, only focus on yourself, and to be honest with you, whenever you don't know what to do, when you're mad, when you're sad, when somebody does something you don't like, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale a couple of times, and tell yourself, focus on you. Instead of using your precious energy on thinking and wondering why others do the things that they do, turn the light on yourself and focus internally on yourself. Focus and see, why am I feeling this way? Why am I reacting this way? And find that. So remember this, if you're just going to take one thing from all these series, focus on yourself. And personally, I think that was the best advice someone like my best friends once gave me. Focus on yourself, and no matter what I deal with, no matter externally I deal with, I always tell myself, focus on you, focus on you, focus on you, and things get better. Another thing is spend time with children. I don't know, some of you might have children, some of you why not? And I'm not suggesting that you go do creepy things. So if you don't have kids, it's okay. But if you do have kids, spend time with them, but not as grown up. Like, forget that you're grown up. Enter their world, because usually we want to watch over children and see what they're doing, but go and be their playmate, communicate with them, and try to see. There's so much we can learn from them, and there's like so much happiness and joy with communicating with kids. So one of my suggestions is that really do that if you have kids. If you don't, you might have nieces or family members, or even kids in the street. You know, I don't have kids. When I see kids in the street, I'm just like, hi, say, blow them kisses, they blow me kisses, we laugh, and it's just very joyful moment. You know, it's because children don't have filter. They don't lie. They don't, hi Tanya, they're not trying to trick you. Well, I know there are some children who will. But again, communicate with children, because that's one of the joyful moments in our lives. And another thing that is really, really important is get to the habit of helping others. If you know me, if you're listening to me, if you've seen me, I always talked about freedom, and I always talk about how in order to be free, you have to maximize the freedom of others. And that is the truth. At least that's how I look at it, and that's the truth. If you want to be free, you have to help others. You have to maximize the freedom of others. The same thing is for happiness. If you want to be happy, if you truly want to be happy, you basically, none of us can ever be truly happy if other people are not happy. So helping others get there is really important, but I'm not suggesting to sacrifice yourself or your time just to go help other people. No, if you're happy, when you're in a good state, when you're aligned, go help other people you know, people you don't know. And one of the things that I suggest is ask yourself, what would make you happy? Because again, everything starts, the first step starts with this question: what would I love? What would I truly love? And usually we're actually trained not to ask this question. And even when we do ask this question, instead of thinking what we really love, we look at our circumstances and we draft an answer. I want you to forget everything that is going on around you. Whatever happens around you doesn't matter. Forget it. And ask yourself, what would you really love to happen? What would you love to have? Who would you love to be? And what would you love to do? And just dream about it. And just imagine you cannot fail and you have everything you need to be who you want to be. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the happiness is not about what you have. Happiness is about who you are, who you have become. And get into the habit to ask yourself this question. And instead of thinking, because the moment I ask myself, what would I love? And I look at my, circumstances, and I said, okay, I don't have a car, so I cannot drive till, vineyard. But, so then I would love to go to a vineyard right now, but I don't have a car. Then this means that I'm actually limiting myself with my circumstances. But what I want to do is that, what would I love? I would love to be in a vineyard. This vineyard should be this and that and that. I will do this, and I forget about not having the car to drive to that place or the money to do that. Just imagine you have everything and dream up the places you want to be, the person who you want to become. And this will help you to get to the habit to get in touch with your feelings, because when we look at our circumstances and we decide and we tell ourselves what would we love, we're actually thinking, we're not feeling, we're using our head, our logical brain. But I want you to always ask yourself a question and go inside your body, drop from this beautiful head of yours into this your body and feel it. How would it make you feel? What would you make you really happy? And just do it. Write it down. And again, I feel like I'm like a broken record. I tell you guys, you can listen to as many motivational videos, you can have coaches, but as long as you don't write it down, as long as you don't do the thing that you have to do, nothing will happen. Nothing will change if you don't change. And the biggest change is just take a notebook, a piece of paper, and write it down. And that will help you a lot. You will see when it's on a paper, you'll see. And the other thing is, everything is energy. Basically, universe responds to our vibration. And the moment we're writing, while we are writing, we are disconnected from our brain. And we're all vibration. And at that moment, you're connected to the universe. And the universe will pick up the vibration. So that is a hack that I learned, and it actually works. It's like magic. Life is like magic. And the last thing that I want you to do is to create positive affirmation for yourself. What are affirmations? Affirmations are basically the things that we tell ourselves. So it's like changing, I don't know if you, like I usually talk about how to change our story, right? So whenever a thought comes into our minds, the only way we can basically erase it and change it is to replace it with something else. So, for example, I am loved is an affirmation. I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I deserve love. I deserve better. I'm in peace with myself. I love myself. I love my life. These are affirmations. These are my affirmation. You can create all these things. So, for example, if something happens that a negative thought crosses my mind, instead of keeping it there and linger in that thought, I will instantly change it, because I have these affirmations. I've said it so much. Like, one of my affirmations is, I love my bed. And I do love my bed, I think. And it's not even a bed, it's just a mattress, but I love it. So it always makes me happy, no matter what happened. And the reason that I chose this affirmation, this one actually saved me, because I was in a very horrible time in my life, and I had nothing but a pillow, actually. And I used to, every morning when I woke my eyes, I was in so much pain, and the only thing that was so easy to love that I had was my pillow. So I would just say, oh, I love my pillow, I love my pillow. And later, I got a mattress, which I really love. So the first thing I say to myself every morning is that I love my bed. I love my bed. Or when I'm like, again, I go out and something happens, or something, right now, especially right now, we live in this crazy time. And it's always, I always say, it's so easy to think bad, to be negative, and see all the bad things when everything around us is not so good, or seems not good. It is good, but it seems not to be as good. But it's hard work to keep your mind on a positive side, and your vibration is not just your mind. No amount of happy thinking will make you happy if you don't feel that, if you don't feel that happiness inside. And there are things that you can do. There are proven, reliable, repeatable system to finding this internal happiness. So create affirmation for yourself, and the best way is, what are the things that makes you happy. But again, these are like, I'm calm. Happiness is part of my everyday life. I know how to love myself. I can help other people. It makes me happy. How helping other people makes me happy. There are tons of, again, it's all up to you guys. So the list for today was waking up early, communicate with kids, and then spend time helping other people and also creating positive affirmation. So that being said, this is the part of how to love yourself for today. And I want you guys to know on Wednesday on Instagram Live at 6 p.m. I have a program live with my fellow coach Dickens, and each week we discuss the topic, and my ID handler is Today is My Love Story, both on Instagram, here on Facebook. My website is all Today is My Love Story. So, and I also offer free session. I think we are done with free session because I'm launching a new program, which I'm going to talk about it from tomorrow. But again, if any of you guys need free coaching, one-on-one session, laser coaching, any of that, just text me. Don't call, no, just text or message or email me. My email is also either elaha@todayismylovestory.com or todayismylovestory1@gmail.com. You also have my Facebook. Again, Today is My Love Story on all social media. And you can watch this video again here and also on my YouTube channel. And if you do so, please subscribe and like my videos. It will help me a lot. I love you all very, very much. I hope you have